We'd like to actually just position who Wicker Park is first, and then I'll go through pricing and, and options. But who is Wicker Park? Because we're going to see a lot of them in the show.
Yes. So Wicker Park, if you're familiar with Bethlehem Lights, and Bethlehem Lights been on QVC for about 30 years now, and we do all of the lighting and the Christmas decor for all of the big municipalities, the outside malls, and really high quality Christmas product that you want to that now you want to bring to your home and decorate your home with, so that it looks like, you know, you have done something that they would have done maybe in a huge department store. Wicker Park, what we did about 5 years ago is we branched off and we created a division that was specifically for the garden and beautiful faux florals, because we feel like, and you know, you all have told us that we have really perfected the faux floral, right?
Oh,
because faux florals have been around since, you know, our grandmother. We used to go over, we used to look at them, and there was no way we would want to put them into our homes. It has come so far. The faux floral has come so far, and at this point, it's really all I have in my house. I pretend to be this great gardener, and I do a little bit of gardening, but I have faux florals all over my house because they look so good, they're easy to care for, they're incredibly durable, and now they last. So even if you put them in the sun, they're not going to fade, which has always been a huge problem with outdoor faux florals. Well, and so that's Wicker Park. We are a division of Bethlehem Lights. We're the unlit garden division.
Well, you're loved
my long story short.
No, I'm glad that you went in depth on that. I have Wicker Park at home. I love my Wicker Park items that I have at home. I actually have those half spheres. We're going to have them coming up a little bit later on in the show. But this that we have for you today is a 3-foot faux indoor-outdoor flowering tree. So it's 3 foot. Your choice here in the red or in the pink. You see how full, you see how big it is. This is great for inside of an office, like a little bit in the corner to really help bring some life to it. You can plant and bury this in the ground if you want to. I will tell you that at my house, when I have it, because you can't see it right now with all the snow, but when the Wicker Park, I have the items out there, people are always asking, is that real or is that fake? Because it looks so good. There's a lot of little details that are done. They really hold up to look amazing. At my house, I also have obviously a mix of real plants as well. And the times in which the real plants, it's like 2 weeks that they're blooming and it's the best 2 weeks. And there's 50 weeks of I wish it was those other 2 weeks again.
Well, that's like me. I go out when the first spring hits, I go out and I run out and buy all my flowers and I plant them. My husband's just like, why? Why are you doing this? He's like, these look so good.
Money doing it every single time that you plant, especially if you're getting ones that are just the annuals, and then that's, you know, wait, annuals come every year or perennials?
Annuals.
Annuals come every year. Yes. Okay. Well, whichever ones that die at the end of the year, we'll ask Carolyn Grace. She's the expert in the faux. She doesn't know.
I know annuals every year, right? The annuals come back.
Well, I don't. Like I don't. $54.98. It should be $69, but it's an easy payment of $18.33. If you couldn't tell, Melissa and I, it's like a brother-sister relationship. We've known each other forever. 20% off at this point right now when you're bringing this at home. 1-800-500-7590. That's the phone number to call to place your order. These are absolutely gorgeous. I don't hate the two of them together though either. No. Because I'm seeing it.
Well, I mean, and so many of you are incredible gardeners and love your real flowers. You know, there's so many people out there that do, and I do love my real flowers too. The beauty of these is they're gonna mix really well with your real flowers.
Exactly.
Right, so you can put these with your real flowers and no one's gonna know. And they do look great together, because if you're anything like me, you know, I'm not a very artistic gardener, but I do love mixing color. Because to me, in the summertime when my flowers are blooming, I want color. I don't care what color it is. I want an explosion of color all over the backyard so that when I look outside, it's beautiful. So you can mix these together. And oh my gosh, guess what's coming up? You got to know this for Nick. Valentine's Day's coming up. So, you know, if you want to get someone special, if you have someone maybe in an assisted living, or
that's a good idea.
That you can bring them this flower that looks realistic, that all you have to do, if you want to, and this is how I do it on my backyard, you put it in a pot, and people are going to be like, oh my gosh, how did you get gorgeous flowers in, you know, early spring?
So I just realized as I picked this up, this is how it comes delivered though, so that you know. Delivered,
but you could also put that in a vase, Justin. So if you didn't want, like, so you did something really good.
Thank you.
And so if you had a vase and you didn't want the grower's pot, so maybe, you know, you want to bring this inside for the winter, because we still want flowers in our house for the winter, put it in a vase and then put it in your guest room or your powder room or somewhere where you know, are going to forget to, like, what are the plants?
Yeah, and that, what you saw me putting it in there, that's the install.
That's it, that's it.
I even like it on the ground. Maybe you put it in a little planter in front of like the stairs at the deck as it's leading up.
Or one of those big urns. We're all, those are really popular and on trend right now. The long, the tall, like 3-foot urns that you put in your front door. If you put that in there, and then we do have creeping jennies on QVC.com from Wicker Park, and those are like magnificent because you don't, those are hard to keep alive.
If you did get those creeping jennies, you put them around the inside of here, and you add a little bit of greenery there. And the great thing is, you never need to water it. My neighbor is going away to at some point, and when she travels, and really it's like all my neighbors, honestly, when they travel, me and Nick, we always go over and water everybody's plants for them. And you don't need to worry about that if you're gonna go all faux. Now, having a mixture of them, not a bad idea whatsoever because it does look so real. It fits in perfectly with it. This clearance price of $54.98, that's gonna save you $14 today. There's no reorder on this too, so this is your last opportunity. If you want it in the red, that's available. If you want it in the pink, we have that as well, but there's less than 200 that remain in the pink at this point right now. So don't miss out on your opportunity to bring Wicker Park home on a clearance price. And to do so with such a gorgeous 3-foot piece that's really going to help to add just that springtime flair, especially where we live here in the Northeast. You hear us talking about it a lot, specifically today, because we just had a big snowstorm. But when I went outside this morning, I was like, why do I live in Pennsylvania? Like all of this, it just, you get reminded because we love the springtime, we love the summertime here. So many people across the country are lucky
and we
to
love
be able
the
to be in
Eagles.
that. We do love the Eagles. So actually today was a little bit brighter because of that. However, this, even if you wanted to use it inside in the entryway, it's like springtime inside for when you are stuck inside too.
You can take this off if you want, and you can put it in a vase. And I'm just gonna show you here. This is, you asked about Wicker Park. This is the Wicker Park difference. This is what sets us apart. You have 30 blooms here. They're not all in the same stage of growth. They're in different stages of growth, just like they would be on a true bush. And then you have the leaves that look exactly like the leaves would in their natural element, the different stages of growth, the different color, so that it truly looks realistic. Because it can be pretty and it could be affordable, and we can say all the right things about the fact that you can leave it in the sun, but the reality is you want it to look real.
And it will look real year after year after year, which is great. And you're getting a really good deal right now at $54.98 to bring this home, saving you $14 from the everyday QVC price, and doing so on an easy payment of $18.33. Well, coming up in a little bit, we have Norsan, which is bringing us